the benefits of a doubt. I hit the hearse, black, but curse that. Try to see Nas was your worst match. Blowing like Tahiti, throw off NYPD.
I do it for the love first, peep the intentions, man. I spit game, but you never learn no lessons, man.
Goddamn, we back at it. Shaq. Well, I guess Diesel in this case. Shaquille O'Neal is releasing the album, what apparently was a mixtape that was leaked or originally came out in some capacity, shape, or form back in the 90s. The mixtape, now album, called is You Can't Stop the Rain. Now, we all know Shaq Diesel, especially nowadays, we know him for being a DJ artist in some capacity as a side quest, of course, as a side quest. But especially in the electronic house music, many people might not know he used to be a rapper as well back in the 90s. He was on he was coinciding with Notorious BIG, R.I.P. His like 25-year anniversary was a couple years ago, and his birthday was a couple months ago back in March. So yeah, Notorious B.I.G. and Shaq were very close friends before Biggie Smalls passing back in 97, I believe was the year. It's the year I was born, 97, so I'm 26, turning 27 later this year, but neither here nor there. But yeah, apparently this was a mixtape that originally leaked back then in the 90s, and now I guess Shaquille O'Neal is releasing it in its official capacity with more songs on here. When you got the title track is featuring Notorious B.I.G. The track we listen to today is No Love Lost, which has Jay-Z and Nas, which Jay-Z and Nas collaborated on a lot of songs as of like the last few years. Sorry Not Sorry with DJ Khaled on DMX's album Bath Salts. So they've been collaborating on some tracks together in the last couple of years. So shout out to them coming together. You know how there was Mortal Enemies back in the late 90s and early 2000s. What else we got here? We got Ma Deep on here. We got Peter Guns, Robert Brown, Rakim. So we got a plethora of artists and feature artists and legends on this mixtape / now official album. But track list today is No Love Lost featuring Jay-Z, Nas, and Lord Tariq. Let's see what Diesel has for us. It's not Shaq. We talk about Diesel. We talk about Diesel. No Love Lost. Let's hop into it. First off, let me talk about the cover art real quick. The cover art looked like some 90s, early 2000s R&B type shit. That's what the cover art looks like. Let's continue on. This shit sound like it's straight from the 90s though. Nice little boom bap, nice little melody to it. Straight out the 90s. That Nas? Young Nas, man. That young voice.
What's the meaning of life? Y'all should know. In my lifetime, I need a whole lot of dough. Twisted like some elegant wine. Here's a toast. The world is mine. I promise I'ma keep it pumping. I represent the real hip hop. I ain't no freaking country bumpitic. Urging y'all to get with it. Style postulation, I pause when you get split it. I'm not just taco, I'm the whole.
Having Nas on the chorus, Shaq with the verse there, crazy. You know what's crazy, man? Like this song or this mixtape was originally came out like I said in the 90s. I believe it's 96. It might be exactly. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But now, pushing 30 years in the future, Nas is still on top of his game, man. The 6 album run he did with Hit Boy the last couple years, absolutely insane. He's supposed to be coming out with an album with DJ Premier sometime in the near future. That's why I got that man on number 1 list. Just what he did for the last 6 albums from King Disease 1 through 3, Magic 1 through 3. The DJ Premier album is probably gonna be absolutely banging. That's why I got him above Jay-Z. Just for the fact alone. Until Jay-Z, he don't have to do 6 albums, obviously, but he give us like 1 to 2 more albums just to justify himself. Until then, Nas is on a time list, man. Just 30 years, even in this track's future, this man Nas is still on top of this game. That's why I have him the greatest rapper of all time. Just off that fact alone. No other rapper into the extent of the career, being 50 years old at this point for Nas, no other rapper has done what Nas has done over the course of the last few years. Now, at the late of his career, at the pinnacle of his career, once again, re-peaking, absolutely the same thing about. But that's a side tangent for Nas. Let's continue on with this verse.
That's why I'm winning in this world of sin. Steady grinning, money ball spending. Spiritually and mental, what you went to, I done been through. Preaching my words and don't know what you owe. It shows you wanna be me, but won't show it. The game remains the same. I had a 10-year run, hey, I can't complain. Took the next
Talk about 40-year run now.
Play to survive, you ain't live, you just living. You breathing a good one, but where I'm from, y'all forbidden. You rather be in prison, ain't no ducking what I'm delivering. Won't be forgiven and laying there shivering. Half the night, you gotta walk toward the light. Everything is alright. Big Shaq, Lord Tariq, Jay-Z, out of sight. People know me on the streets.
That young Jay-Z voice, holy. You know, I gave a little side tangent for Nas. Let me give a little side tangent for Jay-Z. Like, even though Jay-Z his productivity in the music world is not expansive and productive as Nas has been the last few years, but the future verses that he's got over the last couple of years from Kanye West, Drake, the God did verse he did a couple years ago, absolutely insane to this day. I want, like I said, I want an album from Jay-Z, like an album or two, just to see where he's gonna come and if he can respond in some capacity, shape, or form. With not what Nas has done over the course of the last 3-4 years now, but yeah, I'm anticipating a nice little Jay-Z album. Just give me at least one more. I'll take two, but give me at least one more, just to see what he can do in response to what Nas has done. Because some of the feature verses he's done has been pretty solid over the course of the last like 3-4 years now. Obviously, the last one we got was 444 back in 2017. So it's approaching 10 years now, 7 years now since we got an album from Jay-Z. Hopefully, we get another album from him. But I gotta give him his flowers as well, because he's an absolute legend in his own right. I still have Nas above you, Jay-Z, but he's still a legend in your own right.
Everything's for dough now. Flow, y'all gotta pay a little more now. It's platinum nowadays, we put the gold down. We step it up, You know, it's rap star, Papa Chulo, Jay-Z, Hugo, cosplayer, you lost player. I know you rap on your block time too high, too many hands in your pie, 70-30. The nigga you work for me. Bottom line.
Young Jay-Z, young Nas, man, crazy.
I spin nights on corners, see the crack, got my first Mac.
Bringing it back with Nas.
Now I burst back without the benefits of a doubt. I hit the hearse black, but curse that. Try to see Nas was your worst match. Blowing like Tahiti, throw off NYPD. You got no right to eat by the laws of life you keep. Ain't no love lost, none taken, none given. Stressing how I'm living in Gators, feeding peoples from the bridge to Decatur. By now, 2 years, 5 months, and 30 days later, I still put out the street flavor. Now that it's me, that's Jiggy. The coolie heads, they wanna stick me. Whoa.
Nah, I got one more verse for you, Diesel. I got one more verse for you, Shaq, and to go off on you. He actually went off that last verse there. And that's Shaq Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, No Love Lost, Nas, Jay-Z, still 30 plus years in the career, still releasing bangers, like I mentioned before. Nas on the run he's been doing the last 4 years. Jay-Z, I'm anticipating another album from him. All coming together for a track that's 30 years old almost at this point now, but coming out in official capacity, in official form, this album from Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm excited for the rest of this album. Like I said, this is a mixtape that came out, well, leaked out approximately a year before I was born, so I don't know any of these songs. Some of them might be new, some of them might be old, and be remain to be seen, but I definitely might enjoy for this album, mixtape, whatever there might be from Shaquille O'Neal, Diesel. Absolutely the same thing about this album coming out in some way, shape, or form. But No Love Lost, 30, enjoy that. Nice little throwback. No, it's just Nas and Jay-Z, some of my favorite artists of all time. Obviously, like I said, I have Nas at the greatest artist of all time. And then I was listening to Reasonable Doubt actually back this past Tuesday. Jay-Z's first album, Reasonable Doubt. So just a throwback. Just a throwback. Who would have thought listening to Reasonable Doubt this past Tuesday during my arm workout, and now just a few days later, listen to a track that was originally created back about almost 30 years ago. Absolutely insane. Thoroughly enjoyed that track. Decided to listen to the rest of this project. You Cannot Stop the Rain from Shaquille O'Neal. Continue with Side Quests. Goddamn Shaquille O'Neal, what a legend. What a legend in his own right. Making music still. Absolutely insane. No Love Lost. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, if another little piece of the video, I got more content like this always coming soon, so please subscribe. Shaquille O'Neal with a 30-year-old project album type thing coming out, featuring some legends and Jay-Z and Nas who are still producing great music even into multiple decades in the future. Absolutely the same thing about first time here in an official capacity. But until next time, maybe we get a Jay-Z album, maybe we get a Nas album. Nas and DJ premieres will come out sometime in the near future. But until then, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.